Hi everyone, today I want to talk about how to grow your email list. So I started a new email list last year and I've told a few people this and they're like, why did you start a new email list? Because the email list I had before was very untailored, it was unfocused. I was just adding everyone that I spoke to and worked with, and I didn't really have a niche that I was working with at that moment in time. It had about 3,000 people in it, but it was mostly dead. Most of the people didn't really engage with the content because they were all from different demographics. So I decided to start again. The past year and a half, I've been working exclusively with recruitment leaders, building their inbound funnel because they all have outbound funnels that work really well. But if they want to get a new client that next month, they have no choice but to do more outbound work. I help them develop their inbound funnel. This involves content on social media platforms, mostly LinkedIn. This involves me building them an email ecosystem. So email newsletters, sales letters, sequences whenever someone adds themselves onto their lead magnet. And it involves me building them a lead magnet that's unique to their business, their audience, their vertical, basically what they do. But the main issue most people seem to be coming across is, how do I grow my email list with actual people that will respond to my emails? It's actually easier than you think, but I'm going to go through that in this video today. The thing is though, most people, most businesses, most leaders know they should be growing an email list. Your email list is actually the most valuable piece of IP that you have in your business, because you can take that email list and when you move to another business or another platform, you literally have something to start with. If you have an email list of 500 people, 1,000 people, 2,000 people, even if you have only 50 people, that's more powerful than having no email list whatsoever. And before anyone says, oh, I've got loads of followers on Instagram or on LinkedIn, that's not the same. That's borrowed land. If the platform took away your account today, you would have nothing to start with. So an email list is the best way to have a kickstart without having to do more work. I'm going to go through my 3-step framework to building an email list from scratch that gives you at least 50 new email subscribers every single month. So step 1, this is the easiest step but the most tedious step. Post organic content. You cannot get away from this anymore. You need to be posting on a platform of your choosing. It can be YouTube, it can be LinkedIn, it can be Instagram, it can be TikTok. Just post on a platform. It's free to post, so it doesn't make sense why you're not doing it. This gives you more exposure to more of your market. And the more of your market that see you, the more likely they are to add themselves to your email list. So with me, I mostly focus on LinkedIn as my social media platform, YouTube for my organic content that spreads out everywhere. And I have an email list which I send weekly emails to. Sometimes I send 2 emails, sometimes I send 3 emails that week, but you will at least get 1 email from me every single week. So my audience constantly see me. In the beginning, I was thinking I was annoying people, but what I started to realize was the people who saw me often and didn't unsubscribe, they were my target audience. So I was happy with the people that unsubscribed. I was happy with the people that didn't like what I was doing and just stopped connecting with me or stopped commenting on my stuff, because they were never going to be my clients to begin with. The people that stayed and listened and continually absorbed and consumed my content, they would eventually convert. So learn how to create content for people who you want to work with. Now, step 2. Focus in on the people who you want to work with and think of what is the one thing that you know that they want. And the best way to find this out is on your client calls. Whenever anyone says a certain thing that they don't like that you can help with, this can be a result they keep getting that they're not happy about, that you know you service and you help businesses get better at. Bundle that into a free lead magnet. This can be a PDF, or this can be a small video course, or this can literally be a sequence of emails that goes out after they actually add themselves to your email newsletter. So think about how you can distill the knowledge you know and bundle that together to give to people for free. That way, That way it incentivizes them to add themselves to your email list. Now, step 3, create a gateway. I use mostly Notion docs. So create a Notion doc or something that you can put a small form in. And on this form, it just needs to have name and email. On the page, it needs to have a quick synopsis of what this lead magnet is and how it's going to provide value for them. And once you do that, put it on your social media or talk about it at the end of your posts. And people will start adding themselves to that email list by downloading the lead magnet. And every single week, speak about your lead magnets. Know that it's out there. So your audience know it's out there and it can help them. And just by doing this, just by speaking about it twice every single week, I managed to go from having no one on my email list to building an email list of up to 500 people in literally the space of about 6 months without me actually trying to. Now my email list, just full of recruitment leaders, is up to 1,100, but I'm now speaking about it more and more in my actual newsletters and more in my content. So once you get the hang of directing people to your newsletter and to your actual email list, you'll start to realize it's going to grow faster and faster. In the beginning, it's kind of slow, but it will start to rapidly increase in pace as you go along doing it. The way I like to simplify it is just by thinking of the 3-step method as this. Step 1 is awareness. So you want to make people aware of who you are and what you do with your content. Step 2 is a quick win guide. So this is your lead magnet. You're always thinking about what you can provide for someone in a quick win setting. And then step 3 is the opt-in. That's when you actually position your lead magnet in a way to ask them to opt in to your email list. Once you start asking more for people to add themselves to your email list, that's when they'll start adding themselves on. Also, just a quick insight on lead magnets. Too many people spend weeks and weeks designing the perfect lead magnet, which doesn't exist, by the way. People just want quick information that they can implement straight away and then move on. If you want to create the perfect lead magnet, you're better off creating a paid offer, because that way people will think, oh, this is very valuable, and they're going to pay for it and they're going to implement the stuff afterwards. If your lead magnet is too complicated and it's a freebie, I'm telling you, most people will not download it. And the people who do download it will not go through it enough because it's not valued enough. Anyway, if you want to see the exact method that I use to create lead magnets for myself and for my clients, all you need to do is click the link below. It's got a lead magnet quick start guide and you can download it for free. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch this, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.